Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln 1-cent wheat pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. Imagine holding a tiny brown penny in your fingers, so small that most people would not even bend down to pick it up. But what if I told you this 1-cent coin could be hiding a story so powerful, so rare, that collectors across America are desperately searching for it right now? Today we are talking about the United States of America rare Lincoln 1-cent penny from the historic year 2009 with no mint mark. This was not an ordinary year. 2009 marked the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. To honor this moment, special pennies were released that told the story of Lincoln's life. Millions were made, yes, but not all of them were made perfectly. And that is where opportunity was born. A no mint mark means this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this period, production was extremely high, machines were running non-stop, and small mistakes began slipping through quality control. Most people never notice these mistakes. Collectors do. Some 2009 no mint mark pennies were found with weak strikes where Lincoln's face looks softer than normal. Some show doubling in letters, especially in the word Liberty and the date. Others display unusual surfaces that feel different when touched. Some even appear slightly off-center, making them highly desirable among error collectors. These are not damages caused after circulation. These are mint errors, and mint errors turn ordinary coins into treasures. What makes this penny even more exciting is the confusion surrounding it. Many people believe all 2009 pennies are common. That belief causes rare pieces to remain hidden in drawers, jars, wallets, and old collections. Right now, someone is spending one without realizing its potential. Coin experts say this year is one of the most important modern-era cents ever produced. The historical meaning, combined with production pressure, created conditions where rare varieties could escape unnoticed. Collectors carefully examine the edges, the weight, the strike quality, and even the color tone. One small difference can separate a 1-cent coin from a high-value collectible. That is why serious collectors never ignore 2009 pennies. Because they know something most people don't. Rarity is not about age alone. It is about mistakes. It is about history. And it is about survival. When a genuine error example is discovered and professionally graded, demand becomes intense. Collectors compete aggressively because these coins do not appear often. And when they do, they don't stay cheap. In today's real market, confirmed error examples of the 2009 Lincoln 1-cent no mint mark have sold for several $100s depending on the type of error and condition. At major coin auctions, stronger and rarer examples have reached prices of several $1,000s when collectors battle to own them. All from a single penny. So before you throw away your change, look again. Because sometimes wealth hides where no one expects it. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries, hidden money stories, and real collector secrets, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next coin we reveal could be sitting in your pocket right now. Top 2. Imagine finding a small brown coin that looks old, worn, almost forgotten by time. Most people would spend it without a second thought. But what if that tiny penny was struck during one of the most important periods in American history, and collectors today are willing to pay serious money for the right one? Today we are talking about the United States of America Lincoln wheat penny from 1952 with the D mint mark. This coin was minted in Denver during a time when America was rebuilding, expanding, and preparing for a new era. Millions of wheat pennies were produced that year, but not all of them came out perfect. And in the coin world, perfection is not what creates value. Mistakes do. The Denver Mint was operating at high speed in 1952. Machines ran for long hours, dies were reused beyond their limits, and quality control was not as strict as collectors would expect today. That pressure created rare survivors. Some 1952 D wheat pennies were struck with double details in the date and lettering. Some show strong die cracks running across the coin. Others display weak strikes where Lincoln's face appears soft or blurred. A few were even struck slightly off-center, making them extremely desirable to error collectors. These are not damages from circulation. These are mint errors, and mint errors change everything. Collectors carefully inspect the word Liberty, the date, Lincoln's jawline, and the wheat ears on the reverse. Even the smallest doubling or abnormal line can multiply the value of the coin instantly. What makes this penny even more exciting is that many still exist in everyday condition. They sit in old jars, inherited collections, or forgotten envelopes that haven't been opened for decades. Right now, someone may be holding one without realizing its true potential. Because most people believe only very old coins matter. But collectors know better. They know that certain mid-century wheat pennies are becoming harder to find each year, especially in high-grade and with verified mint errors. When a 1952 wheat penny is professionally graded and confirmed to have a genuine error, competition becomes intense. Collectors do not hesitate when these coins appear at auction. That is where prices begin to rise quickly. Not slowly. Suddenly, history, condition, and rarity collide, and one small cent becomes a powerful collectible that in today's real coin market. Normal circulated examples remain modest in value. But error coins and high-grade specimens have sold for several $100s depending on condition at major auctions. Rare high-quality or strong error examples have reached values climbing into the thousands of dollars when collectors competed to secure them. All from a coin most people ignored, so the next time you see a wheat penny, don't rush past it. Hold it, examine it, because that simple brown coin might carry a story and a value far greater than its size. If you love rare coins, hidden money discoveries, and true collector secrets, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because the next rare coin we reveal could already be waiting in your pocket. Top 3. Imagine holding a penny that has survived wars, economic recovery, and generations of American history, a coin so small, yet so powerful, that collectors quietly search for it every single day. Today we are talking about the United States of America Lincoln wheat penny from 1949 with the D mint mark. This coin was struck just after World War II, during a time when America was rebuilding its future. The Denver Mint worked non-stop to meet demand, and during that intense production period, not every coin left the mint in perfect condition. And that imperfection is exactly what collectors love. Most people believe value comes from age alone. But true collectors know value comes from rarity, mistakes, and survival. Some 1949 D wheat pennies were produced with worn dies, creating soft or blurred details on Lincoln's portrait. Others show doubled lettering in the date or motto. Some display strong die cracks that stretch across the surface, creating dramatic visual lines that instantly catch a collector's eye. A small number were even struck slightly off-center. And when that happens, the coin transforms from ordinary change into a collectible prize. These are not damages caused by use. These are mint errors, created the moment the coin was born. Collectors inspect the date, the letters, Lincoln's jawline, and the wheat ears on the reverse. Even a tiny abnormal line or doubling can multiply the value many times over. What makes the 1949 D wheat penny especially interesting is that many still exist in everyday collections. People inherited them from grandparents, stored them in envelopes, or placed them in jars without realizing their importance. Right now, one could be sitting quietly in a home, completely unnoticed. Yet in the collector world, demand continues to rise. Each year, fewer high-quality examples survive. Each year, more collectors enter the hobby. And when supply drops while demand rises, prices follow. That is why professionally graded examples are so important. Once certified, these coins become trusted, tradable, and highly competitive at auction. When rare error versions appear, collectors do not hesitate. Bidding becomes intense. History meets scarcity, and value climbs fast. In today's real market, standard circulated examples of the 1949 D wheat penny remain affordable. But coins in strong condition or with verified mint errors have sold for several $100s at major auctions. Exceptional examples, especially those with clear errors or high-grade preservation, have reached values into the thousands of dollars when collectors competed fiercely. All from a penny that once bought almost nothing. So never underestimate small change. Because sometimes the smallest coin carries the biggest story. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries, hidden money stories, and real collector secrets, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because the next valuable coin we reveal could already be waiting in your pocket. Top 4. Imagine finding a penny so common that millions of people once used it every day. Yet today collectors are quietly hunting specific versions of it like hidden treasure, a coin that looks ordinary on the surface, but carries secrets most people never notice. Today we are talking about the United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny from 1956 with no mint mark. When you see no mint mark, it means this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During the 1950s, this mint was operating at full power, producing massive quantities of coins to keep the economy moving. Speed mattered more than perfection. And when speed increases, mistakes follow. That is exactly how rare coins are born. The 1956 wheat penny belongs to the final years of the wheat design. Only 2 years later, this historic reverse would disappear forever. That makes this coin part of the closing chapter of a legendary era. Many pennies from this year appear normal, but some were created differently. Collectors have discovered examples with doubled letters in the date and motto. Some show weak strikes where Lincoln's portrait looks flat or ghost-like. Others display die cracks that run like lightning across the surface. A few even have raised metal caused by die chips, creating unusual shapes collectors instantly recognize. These are not scratches. They are not damage. They are mint errors, created at the moment the coin was struck. To an untrained eye, these differences mean nothing. To a collector, they mean everything. Experts examine the spacing of letters, the sharpness of Lincoln's coat, the wheat ears on the reverse, and even the thickness of the rim. A tiny variation can change the entire value of the coin. What makes this penny especially exciting is how many still remain undiscovered. Thousands sit quietly in jars, boxes, and inherited collections. People saved wheat pennies for decades without knowing which years would later attract collector demand. And today, demand is growing. Every year, more collectors enter the hobby. Every year, fewer high-quality wheat pennies survive. Once a coin is cleaned, damaged, or lost, it's gone forever. That shrinking supply is why certain 1956 no-mint mark pennies are becoming harder to locate, especially in clean, original condition. When certified examples appear at auction, serious collectors move fast. Bidding rises quickly because they know opportunities are limited. This is where a simple cent transforms into something far more powerful. In today's real coin market, ordinary circulated examples remain low in value. But strong condition coins and verified mint error examples have sold for several $100s depending on quality. At major coin auctions, rare high-grade or dramatic error specimens have reached values climbing into the thousands of dollars when collectors competed aggressively. All from a coin once ignored in daily change. So the next time you see a wheat penny, don't rush. Look closely, because history doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it whispers. If you love rare coins, hidden money, discoveries, and true collector secrets, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because the next valuable coin we reveal could already be waiting in your pocket. Top 5. We are talking about the United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny from 1953 with no mint mark. When a coin shows no mint mark, it means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In the early 1950s, this mint was producing massive quantities of cents every single day. Machines ran non-stop. Dies were reused again and again. Speed mattered more than perfection. And when perfection disappears, rarity is born. Most 1953 wheat pennies look normal, but some were created under unusual conditions. Worn dies caused soft portraits where Lincoln's face appears faded. Some coins show doubling in the date or letters that can only be seen when light hits them just right. Others develop die cracks, raised lines that look like tiny lightning bolts frozen in copper. A few show die chips that create extra metal near letters or along the rim. These are not scratches. They are not damage. They were created at the exact moment the coin was struck. To most people, these details mean nothing. To collectors, they mean everything because mint errors transform common coins into collectibles. What makes the 1953 no-mint mark penny even more fascinating is how many remain undiscovered. Families saved wheat pennies for generations without sorting them carefully. Many are still sitting untouched in jars, envelopes, and old drawers. Right now, someone could be holding one without knowing its importance. Collectors carefully examine the word liberty, the motto, Lincoln's jawline, and the wheat ears on the reverse. Even the smallest variation can completely change the story of the coin. As time passes, fewer clean examples survive. Coins are lost, cleaned, damaged, or spent. That slow disappearance increases demand year after year. Once a high-grade coin is professionally certified, it becomes far more desirable. Serious collectors trust graded coins, and when rare examples appear at auction, bidding becomes intense. This is where history, scarcity, and emotion collide. A penny once used for candy or newspapers suddenly becomes a piece of American heritage. In today's real market, ordinary circulated examples remain low in value. But strong condition pieces and verified mint error examples have sold for several $100s depending on quality at major auctions. Exceptional specimens with strong eye appeal or dramatic errors have reached values climbing into the thousands of dollars when collectors competed aggressively. All from 1 cent, so the next time you see an old wheat penny, don't rush past it. Hold it, study it, because sometimes fortune hides in the smallest places. If you love rare coin discoveries, hidden money stories, and true collector secrets, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next valuable coin we reveal could already be waiting in your pocket.